All right, recruits, well done and welcome to the decision room. We have spent some time deliberating over your photos. I think you guys did a really, really good job. But sadly, there has to be a winning team and a losing team. But just before we get into that, I'd like to hear from one of each team maybe. I'll start with Kim. Kim, how was it like working with Talita and Jazel?
Honestly, I felt like it was not constructive at all. They were supposed to help us or like guide us, but all we've heard were like, that's terrible, that's horrible, no, you can't do this. And then we just heard a lot of rules that were just constantly being added. And then there were like misinterpretations of what we were supposed to, like what kind of photos we were supposed to take. Like it seemed like whenever we were trying to go for one, there were new rules like, oh, you can't do this, oh no, you can't do that. So I think that was a little bit confusing for a lot of us.
Thanks for being honest, Kim. Team like and subscribe. Nigel, how was it like working with Talita?
It was alright. I've worked with like lots of people before. I think it was hard to connect at first because like that's usually the case when you work with new talent. I feel like it's also the photographer's fault because like sometimes you have to click, only then you can get to pull out the reactions to tell the story sometimes. Aside from that, it's more of like the environmental thing that was really a challenge. Like we don't know like that location. We don't know what the weather was gonna be like. It was raining. A lot of things couldn't be done. So those are like the obstacles we had. But aside from that, it was alright.
Good stuff. Well, alright, well before we go into the team and individual photos and stuff, the one thing I want to reveal right now is before you guys came today to the No Man's Land to do your shoots, we set up a little, I guess a little setup where I told Talita and Jazel to be extremely hard to work with. I wanted them to turn on and be divas. So
we're not actually that mean.
No, we're not.
Or ignore it. Yeah, I promise
it's
you.
Ryan's fault. Ryan asked us to be like super
so
diva to
every
you
time
guys.
I didn't respond
I am not
to
like
anything,
that.
I'm like, yeah, sure, it's okay.
When you guys say thank you, I'm like,
they don't
I'm not like that.
But everything was terrible!
Well, now that we've got that out of the way, we have been seriously deliberating over your photos, and we really, genuinely, collectively think you guys did an amazing job. Under the circumstances, it wasn't the best of weather, it wasn't great lighting and stuff, but there has to be a winning team, and there has to be a losing team. Before I even get into that, I want to individually just talk about who had the best photo today, and I think we talked about it today, and without a shadow of a doubt, by far, the best photo came from Coe. We did a really good job, so well done, Coe. Amazing shot of Talita, in case you guys haven't seen it. That's the photo. I thought it was really well done in terms of the lighting and how it was captured from a distance. A little bit creepy, but but you got the message across, and I thought you did a terrific job. The winning team is Team Like and Subscribe. Well done. So you guys are safe, well done. You can relax for a bit. Team Clickbait, if you don't mind just stepping forward to talk about it, the elimination. So we did talk about the photos and how certain things came in late, and I'd like to ask maybe Jazel if she working with these guys, is there a particular, what was their weakest trait collectively and maybe individually as a group?
Well, they knew what they want, but they don't know how to execute it. That's one thing. But I feel everyone did their part. But the miscommunication part, where they thought having to take photos individually meant with me, not as in like individual shots. So that part was a miscommunication, which was quite sad. But I believe they can actually take really nice pictures.
I think that the weakest thing about the group is that your strongest shot was actually taken by Jazel. It was of you guys. So the best shot was taken by Jazel, which I guess kind of defeats the whole purpose of using the talent in the photo kind of thing. But again, I think you guys, under the circumstances, did quite well, but obviously a deadline wasn't met. Your strongest photo was taken by Jazel. So overall, Team Clickbait is a losing team, but I guess we have to make the announcement of who within Team Clickbait will be eliminated. So without further ado, we have decided collectively that the person eliminated today for Ryan Recruit Challenge of how to take the perfect Instagram shot is... No one! No one's getting eliminated today! So give yourself a round of applause, yes! Well done!
How many times? I'm gonna have a stroke. Oh my god. How did people
So no one's getting eliminated. We thought, yes, there was some weak points, but we still think it's such a learning process. And overall, I think you guys did an amazing job. So once again, you should be proud of yourselves. Give yourself a round of applause. I think we should all come in for another. This is kind of like our tradition for Range Recruit. We all come in for a massive group hug along with the talents as well.
I'm gonna get a heart attack.
And that is it. We are done for days 2 of Range Recruits. No one got eliminated, but I promise you, tomorrow, someone will get eliminated. Range Recruit, make some noise in the house.